Who's actually going to get the most out of this lift chair? Who can safely walk past it? And does the price make sense for a family that just wants a comfy spot to sit? Those are the three questions that keep popping up whenever I see a high-tech recliner like the roomfitters Chriki Beige on the market. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. If you've ever hesitated because you're not sure whether a power lift chair is a gimmick or a genuine solution, you're not alone. The line between nice to have and need to have gets blurry fast, especially when the price tag starts to climb. Let's start with the scenario that most people actually face. You're either dealing with limited mobility, or you spend a lot of time in a single spot because of work from home or recovery from an injury. The Chriki isn't just a plush armchair with a button, it's built around a smart tech core that can raise you to a standing position, heat your lower back, and deliver a gentle massage. The idea is that you can glide from sitting to standing without putting strain on your knees or hips, and then unwind with a bit of warmth after a long day. For someone who's been dealing with arthritis in the knees, that lift function alone can be a game changer. You press a button, and the chair does the heavy lifting, literally. That's the primary value proposition. It removes the physical barrier that a traditional recliner can't address. Now, who should walk away? If you're a college student living in a dorm or a renter with a cramped studio, the Chriki's footprint and its need for a power outlet can be a deal breaker. The chair is designed with a more upscale aesthetic. The elite artisan slate Salon finish gives it a polished, almost showroom-like vibe, which can overwhelm a minimalist living room. Also, if you don't have any mobility concerns and you're just looking for a place to binge-watch Netflix, you'll likely be paying for features you'll never use. In that case, a simpler recliner or even a good quality sofa could give you more seat for less money. Let's talk about the actual daily experience. I've seen the chair in a few assisted living facilities, where the staff praise the easy assembly. You basically pop the base together, plug it in, and you're ready to go. That's a huge plus because you don't need a handyman to bolt it to the floor or wrestle with complex instructions. Once it's set up, the control panel is straightforward, a small remote with clearly labeled icons for lift, recline, heat, and massage. The heating element is subtle. It warms just enough to take the chill off after a cold morning shower, not to the point where you feel like you're sitting on a sauna. The massage cycles are brief, a few minutes each, but they hit the lumbar region where most people carry tension. What matters is that the chair doesn't try to simulate a full-body spa. It stays focused on the lower back and hips, which is where the lift function already concentrates its effort. From a durability standpoint, the professional quality and secure durability claim isn't just marketing fluff. The frame is reinforced with steel crossbars, and the upholstery, a microfiber fabric, feels both soft and resistant to wear. In the few long-term user videos I've watched, the chair held up after months of daily use, and the motor that powers the lift didn't make any grinding noises. That tells you that the engineering isn't just about looking good, it's about delivering a smooth, reliable motion every time you press the button. For families with seniors, that reliability can be the difference between a trusted piece of furniture and a source of anxiety. But there are trade-offs you need to consider. The lift mechanism, while powerful, is also the loudest part of the chair. When it raises you, you'll hear a low hum and a faint whirring that can be noticeable in a quiet room. It's not a malfunction, just the nature of the motor. If you plan to use it while watching a movie or listening to music, the sound may be a minor distraction. Also, the chair's weight capacity is generous, but if you're on the higher end of that range, the lift speed will feel a bit slower. That's not a flaw, just something that comes with a larger load. Power consumption is another practical point. The heating and massage functions draw electricity, so you'll want to keep the cord out of high-traffic areas to avoid tripping hazards. The remote has an auto-off feature that powers down the heating after 20 minutes, which is a thoughtful safety measure, but you still need to be aware of how often you'll be using those features, especially if your electricity bill is a concern. Now, let's compare this to other options on the market. You'll find cheaper recliners that swivel or have basic reclining angles, but they lack the lift and integrated therapy features. On the other end, there are medical-grade lift.